Rob, congratulations through to the quarterfinals and masterclass on that stage. Just sum up how you're feeling for us.
I love it. Absolute love it. The emotion was poured through me tonight. Been one of the best actually all year really. You know, it's good. It's good.
You said you were sluggish in the group, but today showed what you're all about. Is that just that when we go to knockout darts, something changes?
No, not really. Do you know, I never really, I'll admit it now, I never admitted it earlier, and like you always do, I never really slept my best last night and stuff, and I come into the game, and not going to make it a negative, but I knew I needed to concentrate tonight, and I managed to get that out, and yeah. I think he motivated me the first 5 legs, you know, when he started giving it out at the 164 and then he did, and yeah, I kept bouncing from there. I could claps now.
Look, you've been there or thereabouts all year, and now we're coming into the business end. We're seeing what you did tonight, masterclass on the outer ring. Is this the time that Rob Cross adds another trophy to the collection?
Look, I can't look that far. I think I've got Martin next game, and I can't look that far. I just need to do what I need to do and carry on. If I carry on concentrating, that's where I want to be, you know. But I felt it tonight. It was great. It was good to have it back.
You two met in the group. Does that have any bearing on what happens on Friday?
I don't know. I'll let everyone else decide. But for me, look, Martin's a great player. He played well tonight. He deserved to win. I watched the game in the back room and... for me, I suppose I just got to go up there and make sure that I'm better. But if I'm not, you know, hey-oh, it's good.
Rob, congratulations.
Cheers, man.
Rob, as Phil mentioned there, 10 out of 12 on the doubles, 100% at 8-4 up. When you're doubling that well, how does it feel?
I felt amazing. I needed a couple of them big checkouts, the 160, the 164. The 164 motivated me in the game, you know. And it was a massive help, but the 160 was probably a little bit like the icing on the cake, you know. But look, just to win and getting that winning feeling, getting everything in that way, that's all what matters, you know. It's not really about averages or how I'm hitting doubles. As long as I'm winning, I'm happy.
Ritchie was scoring really heavily at times earlier in the game, but towards the end of it, you could see some visible sort of signs of frustration from Ritchie. Is that the sort of thing you in particular can feed off and get the job done?
Yeah, I suppose so. But what I would say about Ritchie, look, he's had his best year by far, and he's not going to go away overnight. I really like the fella. I think he's great. His wife's great, Tara. For me, look, that's sometimes it's just a bit of a learning curve. You've got to take it in your stride, because we're always going to get knockbacks. You know, I had thousands after I won the World Championship, so I know how that feels. And look, it's all about being professional and other stuff, and he's going to get that aspect. And when he gets that, if he keeps with that game, he's not going to be a million miles away every week. That's what I would say.
Excellent. Well done, Rob. Cheers.
Rob, one of the features of this tournament is the so-called big stars not turning up on the night. You have, and you're building some momentum. Does that make you really dangerous now?
Nah, not really. I don't think so. I think, look, it's all on the night, and you've got to perform. And I think I'd be fair to say there's a lot of big players at the minute what hasn't really performed in the groups and the other stuff, and sort of going forward. I looked at it, if I would have picked 3 games tonight, I would have looked at them probably going the other way. Just because I've known darts for 8 years, and that's where I would have been. I'm sure most would have been with me. And it's just testament to the boys. They're working hard, they're playing hard, and that's where you end up. And look, it's down to me to be different. It's down to me to go out there and perform. And yeah, on my neck it may be it, hey.
Thank you. Cheers.
Rob, in your half of the draw, there's you, Menzies, Mansell and Martin Lukeman. Only you have played the best of 31 match. How important is that going to be in these long matches?
Not really. I think, look, the boys, they practice all day, they put the work in. All right, they might not know what it's like to maybe stand up there over the 31, but we're talking still. I cannot go into any game and think that I'm going to take anything lightly. I need to go up there and perform, and just testament tonight to the boys what won. You know, fair play to them. They've gone out there, they've done their job, you know. All right, they're going to have another 6 legs or 11 legs on top what they play tonight, but I don't think it makes any difference, you know. If I go out there and I play bad, then, it'll be on me, you know. But I don't want to do that. I want to perform and give it my best and, see where we end up.
Aside from the European Championship last month, you made the quarterfinals of every single ranking major since the World Championship. Now, apart from Luke Humphries, do you feel like you're the most consistent player? Because, like you said, we've seen other big players here that might have won something, but then they've had early exits as well.
Nah, not really. Do you know, I would say if I had to answer the question more personally, I think over a 2-year ranking, I mentioned this the other night, and it's the most consistent I've been over a 2-year ranking. When I started, I had a good year, I had a bad year, and I feel a different sort of player now. I'm focused, and look, even when things ain't going well, I'm still winning games, you know. So it's not like I've got to be right for the day, but at the same time, I think consistency over a 2-year ranking now, I've got it about right, and there's still a bit more there left, what I could try and edge out and maybe push.
Do you think that can ease the pressure moving forward? We saw, headed into this tournament, a lot of people were talking about Michael Smith with him defending this in the World Championship, whereas your ranking is up there, like you said, through so many different tournaments. Does that just ease the pressure going into these big events?
Look, on Michael, I think it's tough. I think if you've got that kind of money, you know, I can only really look back the year what I won the Worlds, and I think I was around the 621 mark. 2 years later, I made maybe off the top of me a 547. When it comes down, I do believe I'm different now. I only look at the rankings in January. I don't care. I let my management care about that and do this and do that and where I'm at, you know. I walk on stage, I know where I am in the ranking because I see it on the screen, obviously. But apart from that, I'm not bothered. It's all about turning up and playing and sort of trying to get the best out of myself, you know, because, look, we're all professionals, but not everyone can perform on that particular day, you know. It might be the next day where there's an 110 there. And we need to look at that now, and I sort of put it down, you know. A lot of people are gone in the tournament, and look, maybe it's just that.